Hello everyone, Mario the Pie Man here for more Star Trek Online. Now, for those who came in late, we are now assisting the Romulans on New Romulus, which I suppose is kind of our world as well, being of the Romulan faction. So what you've missed so far is we've done some admin help set up the staging area. We've uncovered the Tal Shiar we're trying to persuade Datan. We've kind of seen a couple of videos talking about their various options. The last we saw actually was investigating a Tal Shiar base in the mountains, where we found out that they were using the Hirogen to try and unseat Starfleet in the Federation, Starfleet in the Klingon Empire rather. But we've been also supplied by these hidden messages pointing us to other things. In this case it's this crater, so what we'll first do is help out. Again, in all of them there's a kind of open area and then a mission. What we'll do first is we will help out in the crater, be nice and helpful, and then we will do the mission. So in this crater we have this thing of collecting plants and observing wildlife. So there is also, again, we clocked up a few points by defeating some Hirogen who randomly appear. So we will do that. Again, you've got lots of these plants. I think we've got to collect something like 10 of them. It's like the water samples back at the Atai or Altai or whatever it's called. So like I say, this is probably, of the areas, this one is the one I probably find the most tedious. Now, I'm going to apologise in advance. I'm getting a very small amount of lag on my screen, but past experience, which you'll probably see in the videos, has shown me that quite often translates into a fair amount of lag on the recording. Like I say, I wish I was clever enough to work out what was causing it and stop it, but I'm not. My computer is very aged though, so I am looking into new machines, and I have actually thought I'm probably going to look at quite a lot of storage in it as well, just for things like this. One of the things I am still using old spinning plate things. I haven't gone solid state yet. That's not a Luddite thing, it's a cost and frankly time and effort to install and set up drives again. It's not that I think, oh, this will interfere with my YouTubing, because this just ain't that important. It's more that I think it's just going to be a bit of a ball ache, and I've really got to have it in me to put up with it. So now we're going to go to one of these people. I can never remember who it is. Not the research team leader. Plant analyst. No, that's glowing plants. That was one of the things you could collect, was glowing plants. Just generally around. Botanist. Yeah, oh, that's 5, so I've collected 10. So that's be something I jumped myself up to 50%. I'm going to take a quick run around the upper perimeter to show you some of the other things. Oh. First I'm going to get caught behind a little lump of rock. So if I go up here, now again I can still collect plants. I think it's because you've only got the Hirogen who randomly appear, plants, and this observing wildlife. Now when you observe the wildlife, it'll do one of two things. It'll either nothing, or it'll turn combative. It won't like being observed. So you've kind of got a mix of things. So we're going to collect a plant sample. And I'm going to see if there's any other wildlife that wants observing. Probably doesn't want, that's why they get hostile. Ah, there's some. There's a cat thing. Up! Oh! First we've got a stalker. Fine, eat sword. Don't use the close combat in this much, but I hit him so hard with a sword he vaporized. And that's why you don't mess with me. There, we'll observe this wildlife as well. %, so a bit more wildlife and all. The problem with having plant samples is I'm now not wanting to 100% it, because you're left with them sitting in your damn inventory. So if that takes me up to 84. I think I can afford to pick up a couple more samples. How many am I carrying? Yeah, let's stick to 5. Or maybe observe another wildlife. Nope, the armored halfling seems pretty docile for a big armored beast. If I remember, you can sometimes just dive down the side here. Or I'm going to get snagged in the scenery. Nope, there I am. Hopefully Viral's with me. And so we are roving along here. And we will find our botanist again. Yeah. So that's us complete. I'm right here. So yes, our colony needs this forestry close to the elements here. Voice and duty to listen. So there again. Got that. So now I'm going to do the mission. So the mission is at this cave at the end of here. So I'm going to enter the overgrown cave instance. Well, this is an overgrown cave. So, nice lush cave with glowing plants. Got a researcher to talk to.
I'm very glad you could take time to assist us. We've been having some strange occurrences lately.
Oh, really?
Noises we can't identify are being heard deep in the caves.
I'd probably not go there.
And our supplies keep disappearing. One of my scientists volunteered to investigate, and he hasn't returned.
Oh dear.
Would you be willing to look for him? Any scans you could take when you're in the caves would also be very helpful.
Okay, yeah, we'll look for him. People keep disappearing, so could you go in and look at things? So again, we've got heard some strange noises from deep in the cave. I took an arrow to the knee. So we've got to scan these weird building block artifact things. My back is killing me. My back is killing me. I've got to roam around here again. Fortunately, everything is tagged, so there's nothing we've got to kind of find. I should just have to check something quickly once I've scanned this artifact. I'm just going to check where my... That's Temporal Ambassador. I thought we did locate the Iconian technology in the factory. Maybe didn't. But there is, so there's some Iconian tech here that we've got to be on the lookout for. I may have to repeat some missions. So well, that's all the stuff here, so I'm going to go and go through this tunnel into the next bit of the cave. I'm looking out, there's some other things that you can scan. They kind of get information stuff you can trade for marks. Is it time for a break yet? Now what I like is these guys are working in here, right? So they're all just ploutering away doing archaeology or something. But in the background you probably saw some big day 1 anthropods. So yeah, they're just doing that while there's some big scorpion buggers kicking about. Who apparently are only bothered by us. Maybe that's the thing that's causing the noise or causing back pain. We've got 10 of these artifacts to scan, and a few other things to do as well. And you can keep an eye out because there's some that kind of randomly appear. So I'm always keeping an eye out as we go through these dark caves. Again, I will apologise for any lag that people are encountering. I'm getting a little on my side, and it usually looks worse in once it's been recorded. I think it could be the hard drive, just old hard drives and whatnot, they get a little tired. but I don't know for sure. So hopefully this is watchable. And quite a fun little mission, this one. There's just a bit of scanning, bit of combat. It builds up though. And that's what I kind of liked about this whole area, was you had the kind of outdoorsy missions, and oh, where's our entrance? Oh look, it's a mysteriously hidden entrance. You had outdoorsy missions, and then you had these ones. I think, that, as always, the people behind the game are desperately wanting people to play it in groups, because that was the idea with outdoor areas, that you could go and do activities as a group. You could go and clear out areas. It never really took off, sadly. Now that's with every social area and starship.
I managed to clear up some of the interference.
Oh, good.
I am detecting Tholian life signs ahead of your coordinates. Please proceed with caution.
Alright, there's a Tholian in a spacesuit, because what is a nice touch is we will encounter some Tholians in their own territory, but they did come up with the idea that Tholians need, basically to survive in our atmosphere, Tholians need suits, which I think is quite a nice touch. So I'll free this captive scientist by just walloping a web. Thank you. I don't know what happened, and I was taking samples and everything went black. So that's that part done. And look, there's a figurine. Now you can't really see it here, but we found a figurine, so that gets us new Romulus research. Intruder, converge, location, deadly force, and there's a couple of other bits here. So yes, there's a plaque here with a weird face on it. Again, that gets us some research and a little achievement. The Tholians seem to be gathering information on the Day One ruins. They appear to be especially interested in the relationship between the Day Ones and the Iconians. Now, speaking of Tholians, that's what those guys look like. So, let's open as always with a grenade. Again, Tholians I very much try to thin down where possible. They actually got a slight redesign, just some of the titles were changed and a few new abilities were brought in. The mech ones, they used to just have some very basic roles assigned to them. You know, it was commander, captain, lieutenant, and they made them a bit more interesting from one of the recent missions, and that's kind of fed back through everything. Lonoff's out again. I don't know if you saw in the last video, but Lonoff seems to be a bit of a glass cannon. One of the interesting things, there's actually a science move. One of the science kind of bridge officer abilities is apply radiation. You might have seen it done to me by the Romulan scientists when they were attacking me. And one of the weird things is it actually doesn't work on Tholians. So there's quite a lot of stuff here. Look at this mysterious plant. It's unusual to see a plant like this thriving so far underground. We know that people once lived on the planet reverted to the cave after some sort of environmental disaster. Perhaps they pioneered plants that could survive underground as food sources. We're still seeing the results of their experiment thousands of years later. What else is in here? More things to scan. So we've got to disrupt the Tholian operations and close the portal and defeat their captain. Tholians seem to be collecting extensive data about Day 1 technology, and again, they seem to be particularly related artifacts to gateway technology. The famous Iconian gateways. So a few more things over. Can I scan this, or is that just... Oh, that's a hologram of a plant. Very interesting stuff, Tholians. Well done. Right, so, oh wait, there's another thing back there. Yeah, I think that's another figurine. Yeah, you can sort of see bits of broken figurine. Again, I'm not sure I'll do much with that research, so I'll have it clutter up my inventory, but yeah, take it for the moment. So we've hit a new respawn point. That's always a bad sign. Yeah, well that looks like something. So, quite a few Tholians in here. what actually happens here. This has got a number of things that trigger. So again, this is very much, I'm not doing this in an organised way, I'm just blasting away and hoping to thin them out, but we get some bigger, more powerful Tholians will come in. Oh, and a radiator, they're actually a right bugger, because they kind of run a field that causes problems. So we're going to wake up Lonov. Oh. I'm beaming in some reinforcements. But part of it is, the more you thin out, oh, I've been trapped in a web. The more of the small ones you take out, A, the less fire you're taking overall, and you go for the big ones. Although I don't try to bother with the stasis drones. See, they've kind of called him an architect here. Now, I can't remember if another person materialised. I don't think they do. I think that's us. So now it's time to kind of investigate. Oh no, there he is. Mech Lord. Again, there's a smaller chap there. And actually what's good is the space is kind of between them materialising. I actually do. Oh. Stop shooting at the stasis drone. Well, I kind of earned that. No. Oh, could they all move out the way of that big patch of red? Lonov, at least the only one who sensibly did. Uh-oh. There. Yeah, that's why you want to get out of the way of that. To see if someone will come and help me. If they're too busy trying to fight the... Yeah, come on, Viril. I'll be fine once I'm up. I think the Mech Lord is spawning them, so... Or are they just beamed in? But I think that's us finally dealt with everyone. I'm hoping no one else is going to beat in because Lonov's died again. I'll have it a... Let's shut down the portal just in case. Oh. There's my Delta Alliance bit. Tholians have noted similarity between Nucaran portals and some of the lost technology here. It seems the Day Ones have fragmentary records about a starfaring race that visited them and walked out portals too. So why did the Iconians leave? Maybe something forced them to. That could be useful information. Well, there we go. That should be us having something in our... Yeah, there we go. Right, let's start observing other things. So we can have a look at this console. Sorry, I'm detecting an unusual energy signature. It's similar to the rifts in Nucara Prime, more stable. And we know that the Tholians are trying to harness the rest of the form transportation to our dimension. If I had to guess, I'd say that it could be a Tholian transporter. Wouldn't want to try it though. There's no way of telling where we'd end up. Probably a good point. Nothing from that console. No, that's just... There's one of the artifacts we're meant to scan. Oh, there's a thing in the corner. That thing in the spotlight, losing its religion. Another figurine. So yeah, kind of image of some sort of vaguely narrow figure. Obviously I know what it is, but I'm trying to make it sound like mysterious for you guys. So we're scanning this console. The Tholians have several flora samples in quarantine. We may be attempting small experiments to see if the planet could be made habitable of them without environmental suits. Of course, if the planet is habitable for Tholians, it will be uninhabitable for humanoids. Yep. There. Let's scan our last artifact and then hope the next bit pops up. Yep, so that's the hidden message I got. So there's now a console here. We don't hit exit cave yet. We'll input the Tholian codes. These Tholian codes look like they give us a tunnel directly to the main system logs. They work. Are you ready to view the logs? So, Tholian bridge. Update begins. Do you wish a verbal briefing? From Tholians. All in Tholian. You're 2.3 minutes late with your update. Transmit your report and then proceed. The delay was unavoidable, so it's Tholian office politics. I have located a source of artifacts, but there were complications. A Romulan scientist discovered my survey team, so stuck her in a big web. Has the intruder been neutralized? We are holding him for questioning. That planet holds technology of interest to us. The Azure Nebula provides us a convenient access point. The subspace tunnels, so we can send ships to your location. Find the technology and determine its origin. There's obviously what Tholian looks like outside the suit. We do not want to repeat the situation on Nukara Prime. We get to look at that later. Understood. The Romulans and their allies may prove troublesome. They're expanding their explorations of the ancient colony world into areas of interest to us. They are mammals and easily distracted. We are. We will send a strike force to their space station. This will draw away the one known as Obisek and his allies from your survey teams. The Romulans are a threat to the operation. There is a possibility they will discover or destroy the artifacts before we recover them. Eliminate the threat. Recover the artifacts. Extreme close-up on my face. So, I'll submit the recording. Wait, does that mean the Tholians attacking the vault is nothing more than a distraction? What is that, you ask? There is a task force operation, which I will hopefully record at some point. Bring submit the recorded to command now, sir. We will exit the cave. So, that was quite interesting. There's Tholians in this as well. Loads of people involved. So what we're going to do now is go to the last location. And again, like we have last time. So keep this information confidential. There's a lot going on with the history of this world far beyond our arrival. We need to discover secrets before the Tal-Shiar does. Keep exploring with multiple teams looking into these issues. But so far you developed your best intelligence. Oh, thanks. Oop. And a new weapon.
Greetings.
Congratulations, Admiral.
And a level up. So, nope. Latest findings. Datan has formally requested our presence to one of the research facilities. I must say it's quite a pleasure to meet you. I've heard so much about everything you've done for us. Please report as soon as you're able. Thank you. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do, a bit different. I will accept this because that's a video. Now we're not going to watch it yet. I have a plan. Sort of, maybe. At least a concept. So, I am going to go into a bit of the Hawaii ruins. But I've got to find my way there first. Again, finding a way around here can be a bit of a bugger. You can't always tell where paths go. But I think this is it. So I'm going to get into the Hawaii ruins transport buffer so I can beam back there. But it actually is a convenient point to leave you guys as well. So kind of works well for everyone. So this is the final area. And again, that's not a transport buffer there, that's just some people we spoke to them earlier. What if I remember is, I think this circle actually covers the point we're looking for. So in this part, we have a number of things. Again, maintain security, that means there's someone for you to shoot. There are these things set up again. I won't do too many things at the moment because I will wait till. But there's Tholians. Now, hopefully, again, I can usually avoid them. If they're not right on my path, they don't materialize and jump you like the Herodian do. They're just kind of parked. There's where you'll probably respawn, but where is... I can never find this damned transporter pad. Not part of... if I remember, because you end up running through that, so it's up here. Yes, I am navigating with landmarks in a fictional bit of ground. This is what I've come to. But it's because, yeah, the quest giver kind of sits in that border, so that should be... there it is, there's our transporter pad. Jumpy much? So, that's us. So, I'm going to finish it there, but when we're back next time, we will be attending a research presentation and doing what is basically the final area and mission of this. So that'll kind of finish off the... not quite, but it'll wrap up most of the new Romulus planet stuff. So hopefully some interesting stuff for you. As always, please like and subscribe if you'd like to talk to me. You can do so in the comments, or you can contact me. I'm on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Mastodon at @Pyman70. Just have a look for me there. Again, if you want to see more videos of this, please look at my back catalogue. You can probably do that if you subscribed, you know, you can do that. I will apologise again for any lag that came in. Like I say, hopefully I will solve that problem at some point. You'd think I'd stop making videos until then, but I am not that professional. So all that remains to say is, once again, thank you for watching, and I'll hope to see you in the next video. But until then, bye for now.